Today we honor transgender, two-spirit and non-binary people who have lost their lives in devastating acts of hate-motivated violence. In 2023, Transgender Day of Remembrance is especially sobering considering the rise of hate against 2S LGBTQIA folks. The Alberta NDP are committed to stopping the violence, hate and intolerance against gender-diverse communities. To any minister, what is the UCP doing to stem the rise of hate and criminal acts targeting members of the 2S LGBTQIA community? Please be specific.
The Honourable the Minister of Arts, Culture and the Status of Women.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. There is no place for hate or intolerance in our province, and today, on Transgender Day of Remembrance, we pause to honour and remember those who tragically lost their lives to violence and prejudice, and we reflect on the realities many transgender individuals face both in Alberta, in Canada, and around the world. Today, we not only mourn these losses, but are reminded of our collective responsibility to continue the fight for acceptance, understanding, and equality.
The Honourable Member for Calgary-Klein.
No specifics, and that's a real shame from a government who just raised the flag on the legislature grounds this morning. Given that the Premier is welcoming with open arms her friend Tucker Carlson, a man who spews hateful rhetoric, lies, and has publicly bragged about his own acts of violence against the 2S LGBTQIA people, and given that hate speech incites hate crimes because we know that words have power, Mr. Speaker, will the minister do the right thing and use their voice to condemn the Premier welcoming her pal Tucker to spread more hate here?
The Honourable the Minister of Arts, Culture and Status of Women.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In my mandate letter, I've been given a clear mandate to work and support with the 2S LGBTQIA+ community. Over the summer, I was able to attend many different Pride events in Central Alberta, Calgary and Edmonton. I was happy that our government supported Calgary Pride through a Community Initiatives Program grant, and recently sat down and had a meeting with Calgary Pride, looking forward to continue the engagement and the dialogue.
Order. The Honourable Member for Calgary-Klein.
Given that 2S LGBTQIA Albertans are healthcare workers, teachers, activists, lawyers, elected officials, our friends, family and loved ones, and given that they deserve a government that loves and accepts them while defending their human rights, but instead have had to listen to members of this legislature openly make hateful comments about 2S LGBTQIA people and cozy up to the alt-right, and given that the UCP has already rolled back human rights for queer and trans youth, will the minister admit—
Order. The Honourable Member.
Will the minister admit that to stop this hate, they need to look at themselves, their policies, and public figures they promote?
The Honourable the Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I look forward to continuing to collaborate with the community when we're celebrating them as champions. Some example for this is our introduction of a specific category in the Stars of Alberta Volunteer Awards for those advocating for 2S LGBTQIA+ inclusion is a testament of that. We've over $290,000 has been channeled towards 2S LGBTQIA+ initiatives in just the last 2 years, and our Premier's office also has a dedicated staff member focused on 2S LGBTQIA+ matters.